When we're in the throes of a crisis, we are all grappling with how to make sense of it and how to be able to cultivate resilience, even in the face of tremendous hardship. Resilience is defined as a process of positive adaptation that helps us to endure difficulty and be able to keep sustaining and persevering. What's important in light of COVID is that many times in this crisis, there's so much disruption, there's uncertainty, there's a tremendous effect and a tremendous toll that it takes on our well-being. One of my favorite things that the World Health Organization says is that there's no health without mental health. And again, when we think about resilience, what we know from modern brain science is that it's a process. It's not something we're born with or we're not, or that comes in 3 easy pop psychology steps. Resilience is a process that involves our mindsets, behaviors, and the activities that we engage in every day to help protect us. And I think in the past, oftentimes, people have sort of thought about personal and professional life being separate. I think more than ever, because of the work at home situation and people being quarantined, I think in managing family and caregiving responsibilities and all the things that come with this, I think more than ever, we're recognizing the intersections of our whole selves in every role we have and in all the places that we show up. And to that end, when we think about ways we could cultivate personal resilience, we know that that intersects with our professional and our career resilience. And certainly even pre-COVID, we were facing a hyper-competitive global market where there was increased pressure to do more with less. And now we're seeing again the realities of the pandemic set in, and all of us, I think, are really biting our nails and recognizing that so many disciplines and industries are going to have to be dramatically affected and never really be the same. And that's provocative for all of us. What I'm really proud of at Northeastern, when we think about the lifelong learning model, we think about resilience. What we understand is that, again, we as a species are wired for adaptation. We're innovators, we're creators, and we're agile. And I think one thing that happens when we're under this kind of level of pressure and stress, we may jump to an erroneous conclusion that we're not resilient because we're experiencing a lot of difficult emotions. What's really important to recognize is that difficult emotions are all part of the grief and the trauma associated with this kind of level of a crisis. And it really does bear upon us in dramatic and difficult ways. What we know from the science is that resilient people are able to acknowledge the difficulty of their experiences, the wide spectrum of emotions that are happening. And what we also know is that when we can name them and put language to them, it helps us move through our process of healing and recovery. And again, that doesn't happen in an expedient way necessarily, but it's important to recognize for all of us, even though we might be frightened or anxious or just experiencing a lot of fear or worry or just a sense of feeling down, or lots of folks are reporting trouble with focus and staying on task because it's just so much to get our minds around. It's important that we realize that even when that's happening, we still are resilient as people. And resilient, again, isn't just a trait, but it involves behaviors and processes that we go through to help shore up strength.